Well, Happy New Year. January 7th today. And everything's been rearranged. Let's go take a tour. See what's happening. As you can see, the clamp rack is still where it was. That hasn't moved at all. Oh, except the clamp fell down. It's got to be rebuilt with better wood someday. So what do we have? This has changed. Got a place for the jointer. The toolbox is still in there. The cabinets that were on the floor are up there. Got some Lexan and insulation. And the cabinet now holds a spot for tape and clamps and little wooden dowels and pegs and knob pulls and hinges and string and UHMW and yard stuff. More bits and pieces. And here we got the slow cooker, and we got the coffee grinder for shellac, and jars for doing finishing and shellac, and more hardware. And who saves an old inner tube? I do. And sandpaper and sanding and finishing stuff here. And that isn't gone yet. I'm still trying to sell that. The old saw. But look at... that's going to be all open space. How nice is that for a shop? Once that gets going, anybody got $100? Comes with the stand and a fried blade. The sawtill is still where it is. It's still an experiment in process. What do we've got here? I put the saw set up there. This board has changed around a little bit. You can see there's a blank spot right there. I'm still waiting for Matthew Morris to send me a number 71 that I want off of him. Both braces are out here now, and both egg beater drills. And this wall I've basically filled up now with all the stuff that was down at the other end. All my levels and my measuring stick and saws, screwdrivers and pliers and stuff that I use all the time. And this closet, it hasn't changed at all. But the side of the closet, I've got a new little, I really like these magnetic racks. Got the magnetic rack in there, and some small screwdrivers and stuff that I want to keep handy. We'll get to that. A small place for my marking gauges and my eyes and the subwoofer that I've never used. And this shelf has been rearranged a little bit. That one, the one that was just like it, is gone now. It's over on the other side. And I built a shelf for the toolbox. And this toolbox keeps stuff like all my bits for my brace in there, and centering bits. Overflow screwdrivers still. I think that's all still the same. More bits for my brace and my wrenches. Oops. And the new table for the miter saw. It's all completed. The table saw lives under there quite happily. Slides in and out. Drill press sits up on it. Got my bits up there, and I resurfaced it. I just used a little bit of 3/8 siding, put some trim on it just to pretty it up a little bit. And the miter saw, my baby. So, and I've got from the blade to that shelf is about 9 feet, and from the other way I got about 5 or 6 feet. And for long stuff, well, we put our engineering team on it, spent millions of dollars of research for some sort of a cutoff support, and this is what we came up with. And if we need one with a dead stop for multiple cuts, we got that. And they just clamp to the bench, and that's, I can bring that way out here. So, the best in engineering right there. adjustable feed support. And then over here I've got the scroll saw that I've never used, and the hand cleaner, and under here is all kinds of oils and liquids. I got the vise in there and the grinder in there and all the yada yadas. And then that other shelf I brought down here, and this is all short stuff. Shims and little tiny stuff that's cut off, and gluing calls, and what's this? That's just construction stuff. A little bit of walnut, a little bit of maple, some ash. And down here I got some pine and maple and all my bigger blocks of maple down there. And then the big change I had to make is big compromise here, and I put my sheet goods storage sticking out from the wall because it was taking up 4 feet of space. So that one's for the ceiling, and that's all kinds of sheet goods in there. And the reason I needed that was because I had to get in here eventually to put the breaker box when I do the electrical. But we've got the ladder hanging in there and the extension cords and a nice little home for the planer, and underneath the planer on the same cart as the air compressor, place for the broom and the dustpan. Hang a few things. So it's looking pretty good, I think. Once I get rid of that, I'll have all that room for working in, or a bench. So today the UPS truck come along. Let's have a look at a mail. Let's see what's come here. And some of you may know I belong to BTP forum, Be the Pro forum. Excellent forum. Let me get the tripod here. Excellent forum with lots of nice folks. And it's sponsored. So by posting and carrying on with all these wonderful folks over there, you can earn points, and you can redeem those points for stuff. And this is the stuff. This is one of the stuff. So this is what I redeemed my points for. 18-volt Bosch DDS 18202 half-inch drill driver. Let's take a peek at this guy. I've been needing a new one ever since I put the doors on the shop, and I've seen the magic blue smoke come out of it. So it's not the healthiest. Oh, look at that. What a nice case. So, Be the Pro. Wonderful folks. It's not hard to get your points built up there with all the nice folks to talk to. Destructions. Little bits and pieces of stuff for it, I guess. Oh, bits. Battery. Charger. Look at that. Look how nice and tiny that is. Oh, that is nice. 2-speed, variable clutch on it. Little LED light. Have I got you in frame there? Little LED light. Oh, that is nice. Beautiful. I guess one of those things is the belt clip for it. Yeah, belt clip to slip on it, so you can hook it on yourself. Got the charge indicator for the battery. Oh, that is nice. Oh, it's so nice and light. That's going to do wonderfully. Just as a comparison, there's the old Rona 14.4 that I've been using. There's the difference in the two. Is that lighting terrible, or how's that? That is, oh, that is a nice drill. Thank you very much, the folks at Be The Pro, Bosch Tools. I'm getting to get a nice color scheme going on here with my tools. I like it. So, if you haven't yet, go to Be The Pro, sign up. Lots of good advice, lots of great people, people who really know what they're talking about. And just by having a conversation with them, you can win free stuff. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I am so happy with that. That's beautiful. Thank you again, Bosch, and Be The Pro. And thank you all for tuning in from the Watertone Workshop. We got to do a bit of work, make some money so we can continue on with a few things. I think the next little bit of money is going to go for some insulation for the ceiling here. Oh, this wood rack, you probably wouldn't notice it, but it's moved down about 16 inches or so. And I've got mostly wood on the bottom, all kinds of ash and pine and stuff, and then up top I've got storage for all kinds of other stuff that I keep, metal and plumbing. And so there's the new shop. That's going to look much nicer over here. Oh yeah, wonderful. Thanks again. Have a great day and a happy new year. Hope it all brings you the best of everything this year.